In China, filial piety, caring for one's parents, is a tradition that has shaped society for centuries, binding generations together. For generations, large families made elder care a shared responsibility, creating a stable cycle of support and mutual care. But today, this ancient promise faces an unprecedented challenge. China is aging at a speed never seen before. What took other countries a century is happening here in just a few decades. The result? A demographic tidal wave, with too few young people to support a rapidly growing elderly population. The social contract that held families together is under immense strain. Young people now inherit the duty of filial piety in a world their ancestors wouldn't recognize. The expectation to support parents has become a heavy burden, not just a tradition. China's economic boom increased life expectancy, but also shrank family size. Now, the math is simple. There are not enough young people, and too many elders. The solution, however, is anything but simple. This is the defining challenge of our time. Two major changes have dramatically reshaped Chinese families: the one-child policy and a remarkable increase in life expectancy. The one-child policy, introduced in 1979, flipped the family pyramid. Today, one child is often responsible for supporting two parents and four grandparents, a heavy burden for any young adult. Meanwhile, people are living longer than ever before. Advances in healthcare and improved living standards mean many elders now live well into their 80s or 90s. In the past, siblings could share the responsibility. Now, a single child may care for four elders for decades, often while raising their own children. The generation raised under the one-child policy is now entering old age, expecting support from their only child, sometimes an only daughter, sometimes a son. Young adults are caught between building their own lives and supporting aging parents and grandparents, often feeling overwhelmed and isolated. The traditional pact, "I raise you, you support me," remains, but resources are stretched thin and emotional strain is high. The result is a generation squeezed by numbers, not by lack of love. Many share stories of sleepless nights and difficult choices. The old family structure is gone, and nothing has fully replaced it. Some elders now live alone, far from their children. The promise of filial piety is harder than ever to keep, even for the most devoted children. This isn't a failure of respect. It's a demographic reality shaped by decades of policy and progress. The system is overdue for reinvention, and families across China are searching for new ways to care for their elders. In cities like Beijing and Shenzhen, young professionals are overwhelmed by soaring living costs and relentless financial pressures. Rent, food, and transportation devour most of their salaries, while the 996 work culture, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week, leaves little time or energy for anything else. On top of that, supporting aging parents adds a heavy financial burden, with many sending a large portion of their income home each month. Medical emergencies can instantly wipe out years of savings, even for those with insurance, forcing families into debt. Many parents' pensions are too small to cover basic needs, so children must step in, leaving little for their own future or dreams. As a result, young adults often delay marriage, home ownership, or having children, feeling trapped by financial obligations. They're supporting two households on a single income, with no margin for error and constant anxiety about the future. The pressure isn't just about money, it's about impossible choices and the fear of letting down both generations. They want to care for their parents, but the economic reality is crushing, leaving many feeling hopeless. The generation meant to enjoy China's prosperity is instead squeezed from all sides, their dreams put on hold. The dream of upward mobility is colliding with the harsh reality of elder care, leaving young adults searching for hope in a system stacked against them. The burden on young adults is not just financial, it's deeply emotional, touching every aspect of their lives. Filial piety is woven into the fabric of Chinese culture. failing to care for aging parents brings overwhelming guilt and shame. Even when they try their best, many young adults feel they're falling short, especially if they live far from home. Parents, who sacrificed everything for their only child, often expect close care. When that's not possible, disappointment and unspoken resentment grow. The result is a silent strain, eroding the warmth of family relationships. Young people feel torn between their ambitions and their sense of duty, caught in a painful tug-of-war. This internal conflict leads to anxiety, stress, and sometimes even depression. Both generations quietly mourn the fading of the traditional family structure, a loss that's felt in daily life. Parents face lonelier old age, children feel helpless, watching from afar as the distance grows. The breakdown of tradition is a quiet heartbreak, echoing in millions of homes across China. It's not just a policy problem, it's a deeply personal crisis, reshaping the very meaning of family. As family support weakens, China faces a massive elder care gap. The traditional model of aging at home is breaking down, leaving millions of seniors uncertain about their future. There aren't enough nursing homes or trained caregivers to meet demand. Many facilities struggle to recruit staff, and some rural areas have no options at all. Private facilities are too expensive. Public ones have years-long waiting lists and inconsistent quality. Experts warn that the system is stretched to its limits. Many families fear neglect or poor conditions in institutions. Case studies show some elders experience loneliness or inadequate care. The burden of care often falls on women, who may sacrifice careers to look after elders. This creates financial and emotional strain. Families are left piecing together care from untrained helpers or distant relatives, with little government support. The system is under pressure from all sides. Too few children, too few facilities, too few caregivers. Experts say urgent reforms and investment are needed. The result is stress and exhaustion for everyone involved, with families and elders alike searching for answers. The care gap is growing, and families are running out of options. Without change, the crisis will only deepen. It's an unsustainable situation demanding urgent solutions, from policy reform to community-based care models. The government is racing to address the elder care crisis, launching a wave of innovative solutions across the country. Incentives are offered to private companies to build more nursing homes, and new public facilities are rising in cities and rural areas. Yet, affordability and access remain major hurdles for many families. Community-based care is expanding, with local governments and NGOs providing home visits, meal delivery, and day services to help seniors age in place. Pilot programs for long-term care insurance are emerging, funded by individuals, employers, and the state, aiming to ease the financial burden. Technology is being tested: wearables, smart homes, and telehealth, enabling remote monitoring and support for seniors, especially in underserved regions. But scaling these solutions nationwide is a monumental task, given China's vast and rapidly aging population. Training millions of caregivers is slow, and the job remains low status and low paid, despite new government training initiatives. Cultural resistance to institutional care remains strong, with many families preferring to care for elders at home. Community outreach and education campaigns are underway to show that professional care can be dignified and compassionate. The government is experimenting with a mix of public, private, and community-driven solutions, but there's no easy fix. The challenge is vast, and time is short, but innovation and determination are shaping China's response. In 2026, China stands at a crossroads. The old model of family-based elder care can't bear the weight of an aging population. The future of the Chinese family is being rewritten in real time. A new social contract is needed, one that balances tradition with modern reality. Young adults must redefine filial piety, often through financial support and professional care. Parents are learning that accepting outside help isn't failure, but necessity. The shift from family-centric to society-wide support is underway. This crisis is also an opportunity for innovation and open conversation. The question remains, how do we care for those who once cared for us? The journey is just beginning, a new chapter for China's families.